Всем привет, с вами Данюба, и сегодня мы продолжаем NBA 2K13, а в прошлой серии с вашим советом, вот точнее, с вашим советом я опять просил перевести, потому что я не могу когда всем сливать, но правда, последние две игры они выиграли. Наверное, потому что я забил первый 7, а другой 10. Надеюсь, эта игра такая удачная будет. Golden State Warriors против Sacramento Kings.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Well, it was the Sacramento.
Выигрывают на одно очко.
Here's the Cobra. And it goes. That's good. And while we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
He's clearly a big picture guy. I mean, it isn't really what he's done, but what the team has done. It's all about wins with this kid, and you have to respect that.
He's a competitor, no doubt about that. I mean, he doesn't go out and try to make friends or make highlights. He just comes in with one agenda, and that's just to win the basketball game every night.
This is Kevin Harlan, reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk, that's for darn sure.
And that's how you commentate it.
You guys are crazy.
Here's Landry, and he makes good on the layup. Landry's got his second bucket of the night.
They're in attack mode early, guys, really cleaning up the glass.
Well, it's +5 in rebounding here in the first quarter. I mean, in a four-quarter game, if that margin continues, that's +20 rebounds. That would be almost assuring a win.
How do you think he's feeling, hearing the home crowd treat him as roughly as they have here?
Oh, he can't feel good, I'm sure. I mean, he has to know this was going to happen the way he's been acting lately.
Here's West. Connects from three-point range. West has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it. Gets it to go.
Unbelievable. Three-pointers for both sides in just a matter of seconds.
Now I think it's a matter of them just trying to top each other.
Jefferson setting the pick for West. He kicks to Thompson. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Какого хрена меня сажают? Чё вы всё сливаете? Я 7 очков вам забил.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, Keith Smart took over for the Kings on an interim basis last year. That's the third time that he's taken over that role in his NBA career. Coached 49 games in Cleveland. Also took over for Golden State 2 seasons ago. But the Kings gave him an extension, and he's the head coach in Sacramento now.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the middle, it's David Lee and Andrew Bogut. Steph Curry's out there with Jarrett Jack. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 slot. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, last season, with the emergence of point guard Isaiah Thomas, the Kings moved Tyreke Evans to the small forward position. Evans said, "I'm trying to figure it out. I am so used to having the ball in my hands, but I'm working on it." Coach Keith Smart said, "We're asking him to make sacrifices, and if he invests, it's going to help all of us." Guys learning to play off the ball, a work in progress for Evans.
Well, it makes some sense, Doris. Evans really a scorer first, and developing that jump shot will allow him to be more effective off the ball. We'll see how it works out. And the Kings players seem to be responding well to Coach Keith Smart. Wouldn't you say, Steve?
Yeah, they've played hard for him. You know, I think he came in at the right time. The team was in disarray, and really were not happy with the previous coach. So he kind of came in at a time where they were looking for somebody to lead them. And I thought his special pet project was DeMarcus Cousins, really an important part of this team's future. And Smart did a nice job of communicating well with Cousins.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard, and it'll pay off for them in the end.
Jack. Just 5 on the clock. Jefferson passing to Lee. Count that one.
Now they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Stephen, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint. You know, there was a time before last season where the Kings didn't know where their home court would be, Kevin. And Anaheim was bidding to become the new home of the Kings. Then the deal seemed all but done for a new arena here in Sacramento. That fell through. So it would seem they're right back where they started, square one.
Yeah. Back to Bogut. Cousins is there. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Cobra. And it's blocked by Curry.
What?
Evans against Jack. Right side Curry. The 3. Good, and Jack gets the assist. That's 7 points for Steph Curry. Well, for the Kings, despite having a rough season, they were no pushovers at home, Steve. They protected their home court pretty well.
Well, Sacramento has always been a tough place to play. I mean, this fan base, when the team is doing well, can get really crazy and rabid and fun. And I think they'd like to get back to that point, obviously. They're starting to amass some good young talent. And if they can control their home court, now all of a sudden Sacramento's in business again. But you look at Steph Curry, lightly recruited out of high school and ended up playing collegiately at Davidson. And, of course, who could forget their amazing run?
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Warriors.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the 2K.
Сколько мне забывать, чтобы выигрывать, а? Лошара. Где?
We have a close ball game. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night.
Именно вот, наши вообще никто играть не умеет. Давайте посмотрим, как мы забивали. Вот именно, вот на них вот так надо наорать. Тоже так. Так, ладно. Ой, ё-моё, сейчас тупая еще.
We're starting to hear reports that you have recently requested a trade to another team. Any truth to those rumors?
Так. Я думаю, то, что я...
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to slipping on a different uniform on game days. I have no reason to lie to you. Things just aren't working out for me here, man. It's nothing personal, strictly business. I'm a winner. I want to play for a winner, you know?
Да, пошли. Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, свои комменты. Всем пока и удачи!